What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy D53. We back again with another video, man. It's been quite some time. Took a little break. But as you can tell, a lot has been going on with my life in a sort of sense. So, if you have me on Instagram, which you need to follow, if you have me on Twitter, which you need to follow, those all will be down in the description, or probably right here as well. Is that I was a part of a movie called Hustle, which is now #1 on Netflix. #1 streaming movie on Netflix. Hustle. It's starring Adam Sandler, produced by LeBron and a couple others. And I happened to play a role in that movie. This was around, I would say, July of last year. So I just wanted to tell you guys a lot about like my experience and how I was able to get that ball moving and things like that. So hopefully this, kind of motivates somebody. Hopefully just inspire somebody to go out and just try new things and do different things and stuff. Before we get this video started, make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe because there's definitely going to be multiple parts to this whole saga. With this one, it's just going to be the story time of how everything kind of got into fruition, because a lot of people have been asking me, hey, how did this happen? How did this happen? D53, how did this happen? You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, man, let me just make a YouTube video. This would be perfect for, like YouTube scene and things like that. So I was like, let me go ahead and make a YouTube video so I can just be like, hey, man, if you ain't watched the YouTube, I can't tell you, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to go over there. So make sure you subscribe. There's going to be a couple more parts to this. So you want to make sure that you stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of tips and things like that along the way as well. And also, we're going to be, next week, I'm going to be going to Colombia. Not the city, the country. So you want to make sure that we're going to be vlogging up a storm, going there with a lot of good people. So you want to make sure that you are subscribed, you tuned in, you got the bell notification, all that type of stuff. But let's hop right into how I got a role in the Netflix movie Hustle starring Adam Sandler. So in order to kind of get into the backstory of everything, like, we're going to have to take this back all the way about last year. I would say May of 2021. And this is about the time when I was in California. I was staying out in California. It was my first time. Well, not my first time. It's actually my third time in California, but my first time as a vacation. And I remember being out there. I had a great time. So I have 2 California vlogs. So you want to make sure you go check those out. Those were some very, very, very lit vlogs. You want to make sure you tune into those. And we need a part 2. I know y'all been asking for the part 2, so we're going to have to take our trips back over there. But this all kind of started back then when I was in California. And a couple of my friends actually sent me a different flyer. Like, it was like a social media thing that was kind of going on. They was like looking for certain people. So they had this like little casting thing where they say a specific type of people that they're looking for, a build, whatever, basketball, football, whatever type it is. And they'll post it on, various websites or online, things like that. And basically, if the trial is around your way, anybody is free to go. So this is actually for HBO series that was starring Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like, it was kind of like his series that was going on. And shout out to Leslie, shout out to Joe. Those are the only people that come to mind. I know there was like about 4 or 5 other people that like sent me this invite because sent me this flyer because it was like had my build. I'm 6'5", 6'6". I'm tall, lanky. Well, now I'm a little big gun now, but but you know what I'm saying. So I fit the description for what they were kind of like looking for and things like that. So the only thing with that is that it was in Los Angeles and it wasn't during the time that I was actually there on vacation. So I was like, man, like, I would actually be a cool thing to do, to be like, an extra or be a part of, something. Because they said it's open to all, it's free to all. You just got to kind of find what flyer and what like is suitable for you for real. So I think that was like, the casting was around like June 30th. I think it was June 30th to July 1st. And I was there in May. So I was like, I'm not about to take another trip back out here because I was just starting my job and everything. I was like, I'm not going to take another trip back out here and, try to do this whole casting thing. So I was like, all right, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to persuade me, yo, you should come back. Like, all my friends like, you should come back and stuff like that, try to get the role. I was like, I don't know, we'll see. So obviously I ended up not going or whatever. But it seemed like around this time there was like a lot of like different basketball like movies or series like with HBO, Netflix, and stuff like that was going on. So I was like, all right, bet. So I remember a few weeks after that or whatever, there was another flyer. Hopefully I can find it, and it's like somewhere right here. But the flyer was basically just saying that they were looking for skilled basketball players with a certain type of build, and I live in Maryland at the time. I live in Maryland, so they said that the casting call was going to be in Delaware. I said, why did I say Delaware like that? It's going to be in Delaware. So I don't remember specifically what day that was. I probably can like find that out and like. Yeah, okay. So it's gonna be right here, but it says basketball casting call Netflix feature film hustle, seeking highly skilled basketball players, 18 to 30-year-old males. Has a lot of different stuff, but the trial was Sunday, July 18, 2021, between 9 and 4. That's pretty key. So make sure this is like a big key of what's going on, what's to come. So basically, it was going to be held at the 76ers Fieldhouse in Wilmington, Delaware. So that's about like an hour and 30 minutes away from me. So it wasn't going to be hard for me to go. So this is at the time that I was visiting my girlfriend. My girlfriend, she lives in New York and stuff like that. So I drove up there for the weekend, and I got like it was probably like 10 people sent me this flyer. I was like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. You got, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, I'm going to just try it out. You know what I'm saying? What's the worst that could happen? So I was coming back on a Sunday. I was like, let me just hit Delaware. Then once I hit Delaware, then I can just come right back since it's already on the way coming down. So I was like, all right, bet, that's a bet. So I get there probably around like, so the trial was from 9 to 4. I obviously wasn't going to wake up early and like make my way down there. So I was like, all right, bet. Let me try. So I got there around like 2, 3-ish, around 2, 3-ish, and nobody was in line, right? So, like, I mean, there's a couple of people, like, straggling outside and things like that. I knew it was the right place because, obviously, people were hooping. I'm trying to connect, talk to people, see what's going on. I go up to the first table, and they're basically like, oh, you got to sign these forms. Of course, you got to sign some forms. And I was like, yo, like, I was just, trying to pick people's brains and stuff, like, where's everybody at? And they were like, well, everybody usually comes in the morning because they think that they have a better shot of, like, getting picked for the movie and stuff like that, when that's really not the case. I basically they were just asking me, put down my credentials, where I played basketball. For those that don't know, I played basketball in high school and college. Obviously, I played at the collegiate level, all honors, things like that. That's besides the point. But so, I walk in, and there's another one. Some guy, I guess it was just somebody like trying to fill you out and see, like, where your talent level is. So I told them, basically I was just rattling out every accolade that I had. Like, yeah, I played at this college, and I did this, and this. And so there was 3 different courts. So there was like a court that, like, it didn't seem like had like no experience. There was no experience in basketball. There was a middle one where it's like semi, and then there was like court A, which was like highly skilled basketball players and stuff like that. And the reason that they did it this way is because not only do they need just basketball players, but they also need builds, and they also, because you're not like playing bad, you're not trying to like cook somebody on the court. Like, this is all for entertainment. So not only are they looking for a build, but they're also looking for people who need for other parts of the movie and stuff like that. So that's why they have 3 different courts. So I get on the court, I put my shoes on. Like I said, there's not that many people there because, like, everybody came in the morning. I came in the afternoon. I wasn't really like pressed to get there early and stuff like that. And so I probably do like a little stretch, 1, 2, probably like 10 seconds worth of stretching. And they were like, all right, we're going to play 3-on-3. So now I'm like, all right. So we shoot probably for like 15 seconds. I try to get a couple shots up because I'm like, I don't know if they're going to make us like run up and down the court. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm prepared. This actually, like, a month before this, like, I had just came from a pro combine. So I was pretty like in shape and everything like that. That didn't like matter or anything like that as far as like my basketball skills and stuff. But you know what I'm saying? You need a little time to warm up. You know what I'm saying? You need a little time to warm up. So I was like, boom, boom. So it's probably like 15 seconds of us, like, it was like 6, 7 people on the court. And he's like, are we going to play 3-on-3? Picked them out. He's like, y'all group, whatever it is, blah, 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 right? So then we probably played 3-on-3 for probably like I would say about 5 possessions total. So like, and they were like, all right, that's it, right? And so we were like, dang, like we ain't catch a sweat. I'm literally been here for like 15 minutes, if that. Like, and so it's just like I'm just trying to figure out, all right, this is not what they like. Do they not like what, like what's going on or whatever it is? Like, this is my first time being a part of a movie or doing something like this. So I'm really not really sure what's going on. So he goes down, looks down at the list. You know what I'm saying? Looks at us, he lines us up, asks us where we play basketball, looks at us up and down really intently, gives us a number, whatever it is, boom, 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 hands you the number, and then he's like, all right, you can go over to like the place where they like will take your picture and get your name and things like that, right? So he gets going down the list. I'm the last person. He looks at me up and down. He's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right. And then he's like, ask me where I play basketball. Once again, I told you, I'm laying out all the accolades I can think of. I'm laying all of them down, right? So he leans in. He's like, all right, looking at me really intently. And then he asked me, he's like, you have any tattoos? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, nah, I don't got any tattoos. I don't have any tattoos. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, he's like, okay. So I'm guessing at this point he's looking like, okay, this might be the build that we need. But at this point I'm like, all right, maybe they do want people who had tattoos. I don't know. So now we're trying to figure that out. So he gives me a number. Then he writes it, you know what I'm saying, just like everybody else. Tells me to go over to the camera to take my picture or whatever. And that's a done deal. Literally, I probably broke 2 beads of sweat and that was it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm heading back home. And I'm not even about to hold you. Like, after that, like, it was cool that I even had that experience and stuff like that. So I was just like, I wasn't really expecting anything to come out of this, you know what I'm saying? Nor was I really pressed for it, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, hey, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just went out and tried it. And, like, I feel like that's kind of the message of the story, which is we'll wrap that all up, like, at the end. But so 2 weeks go by, about 2-3 weeks go by or whatever. Chilling, laying down, you know what I'm saying, enjoying my weekend, and all of a sudden I get a call, and that joint say Hollywood, California, right? So I'm like, all right, bro. So I usually get, on my phone, I get a whole bunch of spam all the time. Like, I get a whole bunch of spam. Like, bro, like, I'm not answering this, because, like, bro, literally, like, probably, like, 40 minutes beforehand, I got, like, a call from, like, Illinois or something like that, picked it up, and it was a car dealership. Like, bro, like, like, I don't know what to tell you, bro, so I'm looking at it. It said Hollywood, California. I'm not really registering. It's been 2 weeks. Like, I'm not even thinking about, like, what had just transpired 2 weeks ago. So I'm just like, all right, bro. Like, it is what it is. And then literally, like, I just, boom, like, clicked in my head. It was like, oh, that might be, like, for the movie type thing. You know what I'm saying? That might be for the movie. So I was like, all right, bet. Like, that's a bet. So I picked it up with probably, like, two rings left, right? And he was like, hey, this is so-and-so from the movie Hustle. We have a very important role for you as far as like being a part of the film. We need to know if you're available for these dates and these dates. We would love to have you and get you acclimated to, being a part of this film and being a part of this journey, things like that. And so I was like, bro, you ain't got to tell me twice, bro. I was like, I'm working right now, but I didn't say this. In my head, I'm thinking like, oh, I'm working right now, but you know what I'm saying? I'm going to make some time. I can take some PTO. So I'm like, all right, this is a bet. So he's like, all right, this is a bet. You know what I'm saying? We're expecting you to be here, so-and-so. You know what I'm saying? And all of this stuff was being done in Philadelphia. So once again, like that's about like, I would say about 2 hours away, like an hour and a half. I'm pushing that joint, but like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I'm like, all right, that's a bet. Like that's chill, because like if I had to go out to California for all these things, like I still probably would do it, but it'll be a little tougher. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I get off the phone. I'm hyped. I'm like, dang, I didn't even expect this. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I didn't even expect all of this to kind of transpire. I guess the next dates is like, I guess you'll see like all the pictures and stuff like that of me like being there. But in the film, I was a Boston Celtics player, and I was also in, for those that have seen the movie or are going to see the movie, I'm in the scene where Anthony Edwards is playing in the Roman Catholic, like he's playing against Bo Cruz. His name is Juancho in real life, but Bo Cruz in like that little small gymnasium. I think it was the first time he like played them or whatever. So I'm in that scene. I'm not like playing in that scene. I'm actually on the like sideline waiting to be like subbed in to play the game. And then I'm also like a Boston Celtics player, which I'll probably like show everything as far as like who I was and like where I was sitting at and like the timestamp. So if you want to go back and check it out, you can go check it out. But From there, you know what I'm saying, I had, my dates of where I needed to be. It was overall a great experience. Once again, I told you, like, I'm going to get more into depth about, like, my actual time there, meeting Adam Sandler, meeting Anthony Edwards, meeting Juancho, all these guys, in another video. So I'm telling you, make sure you want to like. If you watch the movie, what should you comment? Comment popcorn. Comment the popcorn emoji, and let me know what your favorite scene in the movie was. But like I said, we're going to do like a couple parts to this. Get up in the parts, so you want to make sure that you subscribe and tuned in for the next videos that's going to come. And once again, those videos are going to be more in depth about like my experience and my time on set, things like that. But once again, this is your boy D for 3, man. I really appreciate all the love and support that I've been getting over on Instagram. I was tagged on Bleacher Report, all that type of good stuff. You probably seen me. That joint got like 5 million views. Like even LinkedIn, LinkedIn's showing me mad love, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I feel like a lot of people have been, reaching out and showing support, and I haven't been able to get to everybody just because like my DMs have just been flooded with just like everybody just showing support. So if I didn't get back to you, it's not that I'm ignoring you, it's not that I'm Hollywood, it's just that I literally like get so overwhelmed with so many notifications throughout the day that it's just like impossible to keep up with and respond, I guess you could say. So if I didn't respond, love you guys. Thank you again for your support and all that type of stuff. And once again, all the rest of the stuff and the rest of the story will be in the next video. So you don't want to miss out to that. And this is D for 3 signing off. Thank you guys once again. See y'all in the next video.